In this episode, let's start talking about the elephant in the room. Maxine was attacked. It seems like, um, she's been brutally hurt badly. She's been kicked out of the club. So Verity, Teresa, Zoe and Maxine, they went to the club to have a fun night out. And Maxine unfortunately got kicked out by the bouncer because she was caught. I think she had her own drink bottle and she was caught drinking from that. And bouncer had enough, kicked her out, and then her friends were there, and she also left her phone in the club. And unfortunately, they didn't show where Maxine ended up in the end. But in the end of the episode, we saw that she was, black eye. Clothes look kind of battered. Her shoes were off as well. She just was not a good look, but we can only assume that she's been, she said she was attacked. Unfortunately, her friends didn't realize she's been kicked out. They thought, I think, she was kissing some guy, but actually it was just another person that had the same kind of like similar dress to Maxine. So unfortunately, that was brutal, and it was just tragic, to be honest. I think she fought really hard past few days regarding the drink spiking. And it's like, where do you go with it? Because obviously you're focused on quite a lot of things, like especially the drink spiking business. But then you're walking, I'm assuming because she was kicked out, she was probably walking home and then she was attacked. And it's how many more things do women need to kind of keep their eye out on, look out for? It's almost impossible, isn't it? I'm really glad that Hollyoaks are showing this, because at the end of the day, it's we probably don't realize how much dangers there are out there that for women that probably. So if you're a guy, then we probably definitely don't realize that, and we kind of take it for granted, and it's almost like as if not a problem, we don't know about it. Do you get it? So I'm glad. What I'm trying to say is, I guess I'm glad Hollyoaks is showing this, because it kind of brings a lot of highlights and attention, and maybe there should be more to be done by the men and everyone else to come together and fight this. But what I found really creepy is that in the dog where the boys went, Shaq, Tom, Romeo, and who was the fourth one? The fourth guy, anyway. And they went in there. They had their drinks and everything, and then Tony's son, Bo, he suggested locking more drinks, and then Eric behind the bar, Tony's brother, got the round drinks in, and I think Tom was so drunk that he collided into the pints and then dropped on the floor. And I think there was a litmus paper, the anti-spiking kit or something, was lying around the floor. Instantly changed colours, I think, to purple, and Tom kind of spotted it, even though he was out of it and he's drunk. He saw it. It looked like he half registered in his brain. He looked like he was a bit scared, but he was so drunk that you couldn't tell as viewers. And then obviously creepy Eric, quickly removed it and chucked it away or something. And then he went off on one at Bo, Tony's son. They're having a bit of family feud. The boys were a bit concerned, and they were like, well, you're not kicking us out, are you? And then he kicked basically Tony's son, or trying to kick Tony's son out. There's a bit of a bit of beef there. But I just found that situation very creepy with the whole, the drinks. He spiked the drinks. It's like, who were the drinks for then? I don't understand. Like, who was he trying to spike? He's just, he's got a very shady character to him, and I'm surprised that Hollyoaks have kept him on for this long. But yeah, I'm hoping they get rid of him as soon as they can, in the most satisfying way as well. Because obviously you want to show that these kind of people always get caught in the end. But yeah, other stories. James feeling down on the weather. He's remembering the bad times when he was locked in the coffin. I think Donna Marie's trying to comfort him basically. Bit of sad time. I think tough times for James. I think he needs to keep his head on, because obviously he's the main breadwinner in the family. He's the reason why everyone else is surviving. I'm guessing. Not guessing, but you know what I mean, guys. Yeah, I think everyone's going through a bit of a bad time there. But I just really hope Maxine, and it happens, doesn't it? Because I kind of hope that she would have a friend with her or something. But they just thought, they saw Maxine kissing the guy in the club, and they kind of left her to it. But it wasn't really her, because it was another girl. So, and you know what, that can happen in real life as well, because it's pretty mundane and very, things like that. You just don't know when it's happening. Trying to remember other scenes, but I think I'm gonna. Oh yeah, Romeo came in the club, I think, trying to get Teresa or something, and then she kicked him out again. I'm not sure. We'll probably know the reason why. But I think Romeo may have his best interests at heart for Teresa, but I guess we'll know further. He's probably just trying to do the right thing, but maybe there's something that the ladies don't like, that the men were just probably trying to protect them. But obviously I'm guessing Teresa, they just want to be left alone, enjoy their fun, and not worry about kind of anyone keeping their movements on track, like kind of like a control thing, I guess, that they're there, and you should just give them their space. But I don't know, I think it could be a grey area, because maybe Romeo wasn't really didn't have any bad intentions. Maybe he just wanted to check that she's okay, because of all this random drink spiking business going about. It's a tricky one. I think it's not easy for everyone, but I think, do you see what I mean? Like, because Hollyoaks have brought that out, that it's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to learn as well, mainly, and also it's a lot to kind of take it on and bring action to see any injustice done out there as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's something different. I don't think there wasn't that much or that effective storylines before in the show, where it's very educational and very a lot to take in a good way. And yeah, I'm just really happy about this this whole. I see it as an education, so I'm really happy with this whole educational kind of episodes lately now. So we'll see what happens to Maxine in the next one. Peace.